Hello everyone, and welcome to another Sunday afternoon chat on a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in southern Oklahoma. We have had us quite a week here at Twin Eagle Ranch. We had company all week long. I'm talking all week long. And I've still been fighting that cold. Chris is much better. She's a lot better, but I've just had a horrendous cold, tremendously weak, and but it's been a great week. We had the friends here. My buddy Monty Spencer, a old offensive lineman for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, came from Virginia with Dan Dutton, and him and Dan was pig hunting all week. That's right, hunting wild pig here on the Eagle. We got a lot of wild pigs here. Lots of wild stuff happens. Lots of wild stuff happened here at the Eagle every week, and a lot of it involves wild pigs. And I can tell you that they had a very exciting hunt, had a lot of fun. They encountered lots of pigs, actually took shots at 6 different pigs. Now, they went home in their cooler with 1 pig. That's right, uno pig. But it was a pretty good sized one, so they have plenty of pig meat. But, I guess it's the hunt is what you're after. Not exactly a lot of pork, but anyway, they had a great time. And they took off and went back to Virginia, I think, on Friday or Saturday. And so we've had a really great time with them, a lot of fun, and enjoyed having them down, had a super time. I had some other friends come in this week. My buddy Kent Treeham from over in Missouri, and his son Corey came. Kent has got a product called NutraPlot, and it's a spray. It's a chemical you mix with water, and then you spray it on food plots, and it causes your food plots to grow a lot faster and a lot bigger and a lot lusher. And plus the deer, oh looky here. When I get down here on the dock and starts talking, this is exactly what happened right here. Lucy shows up. Lucy gonna come and give me some sugar. She likes to lick my Garmin watch for some reason. It must feel pretty good to her. But there's Lucy, and there is Jenny and Forrest. They both came down here also. Now she won't stay long. When I'm talking to the phone, she doesn't really like to stay too long. She wants to give everybody a little kiss. Give everybody a little sugar there, Lucy. And these big boys, they want to do the same thing. What are you coughing about there, Forrest? Forrest, give a little cough there. Hi, Jenny. You're a pretty girl. But anyway, we got the twins are up there in the yard. If you'll look way on up there, I'm not going to zoom in. You look way on up there, you see TC walking across. He looks like the Hartford buck. And there is Whitey over there eating on that point. So we have deer kind of everywhere. Right now. And these 3 are getting ready to leave here. Jenny and Forrest said, "This is not all that much fun, Jimmy. We're not gonna hang around here and pester you." Now Lucy, she will probably hang around and pester me because that's just what she likes to do. She likes to be wherever her boss is. Wherever her boss is, exactly where Lucy wants to be. The NutraPlot I was talking about, we're going to be using that on our food plots here this year. We're going to be planting some food plots here pretty quick. We're going to share that with y'all and take you out on the tractor and the drill and let you help us plant food plots here pretty soon. Ken's product is great. You use it actually while you're hunting. It actually makes your food plot more attractive to the deer. Not only they got something to eat, but it's got good scents in it. It's got micronutrients. The plants grow a lot better. You can also use it on your garden. Those of you that's planning on doing a garden this year, and you can go to NutraPlot.com and check it out, but you will have incredibly large fruits and vegetables. I mean, it is amazing. It is really amazing how well that stuff works. Once your plant gets going and turns green, you spray it on there, put it on every couple, 2 or 3 weeks, and it's just amazing the plants and vegetables you'll get. If you're planting a food plot, it is absolutely an essential thing to have a great, fantastic food plot. Also, speaking of food plots, I had my buddy Justin Pitts, stinking cold. I had my buddy Justin Pitts come in from down around Macon, Georgia, South Georgia. Him and Corey came in. Kent brought his son Corey, so we had 2 Corys here this week, and they're good-looking guys. I tell you what, you girls would have loved them. I promise you that. But Corey, Justin Pitts and Corey came in, and Justin owns a company called Okmulgee River. Now, not spelled Okmulgee like it is in Oklahoma. Okay, OCMULGE, Okmulgee River Buckmaker seeds, and it's an incredible blend of seeds that produce great food plots, and I am going to be using their seeds this year to plant my 80 to 100 acres of food plots, and we're going to plant a spring and summer plot. As soon as it starts greening up, we're going to start probably about around Easter, and we'll take you out in the fields and plant with us during that. But we're going to be planting that food plot. You can check them out. I guess it's Ocmulgee River buckmaker.com. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. I don't know if I ever saw what their website was, but Ocmulgee River, Ocmulgee. I think if you probably just put in Ocmulgee River Buckmaker, you could probably look at their seeds. If you're going to be planting, he's been producing that seed only in 50-pound bags, which will plant about an acre. So and he sells it a lot by the pallet because, a pallet's 40 bags. I use about 2 or 3 pallets here on this ranch here in planting my deer plots for the deer and the elk and wild turkey. So we will be using their seeds this year. We're very excited about that. I met with them here this week, and we'll be using Ocmulgee River Buckmaker seeds. We're going to watch that grow. We're going to watch them grow, and just as you can see live here on YouTube and on Facebook exactly how that happens. So that's going to be that's going to be really good. That's an exciting thing that happened here this week. And all those people got back safely before all the snowstorm that kind of swept through there and got out in front of them. I think everybody got home safely. Another great thing about this week is right in the middle of it all on Wednesday, Chris gets to get her vaccine, her coronavirus vaccine shot. She took that Wednesday. She has her second shot February 3rd. My son-in-law, Jack, got his second shot, so he's had both of his shot. Chris's aunt, who's 83 and still a practicing nurse, it's amazing. The lady, 83 years old, goes to work every day, works over at Stillwell Hospital. She got her first shot. None of them had any reactions. Jack's second shot, it made him a little tired, and he had a little bit of reaction to that, but not a bad reaction at all. He slept a few hours extra, but the way he works at the hospital, he certainly needs to get a few extra hours sleep anyway, I guarantee you that. The other exciting thing is I get my first vaccine shot this coming Wednesday, so I'm really excited about that. You know, the vaccines, we've given about 200,000 of them already here in Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma is in the top 10 of all the states in the nation as far as getting a high percentage of the shots out that we're getting it. Our Indian tribes here, Cherokee got hers, Chris got hers through the Cherokee Nation, the Choctaw tribe, the Chickasaw tribe. The Indian tribes are doing an exceptional job getting the shots to all of their people, but Oklahoma's got clinics and things set up all around, all the civic centers around. They're giving away. Chris had to go clear to Muskogee, so to get your shot, you might have to drive a little bit, but particularly if you're in the age bracket up 65 or older, you need to get out there and get that shot, drive a little bit. A lot of y'all have been warning me about getting the shots, but I tell you what, I've taken shots all my life. When I was a kid, I took polio shots and everything, and it's just, you know, for the most part, I know that it can be dangerous, but hey, breathing can be dangerous because if you stop, you die. But anyway, that was really cool. So I'm excited about getting my shot this coming Wednesday. I really am. Talking about our babies, Lucy and both the twins come down here. They're doing all great. Everybody's doing great except we have not seen Milburn. We actually walked miles in the woods this week, and we did not find Milburn, but we didn't find a body either. So there's a good possibility that Milburn is alive and well, has just turned into a wild deer. And if he has, we'll probably see him, and I'm sure if he, if I see him in the woods sometime, he's going to come around to me. It's a possibility. He swam the lake, and he's over on the other side somewhere and really just doesn't know how to get back home. That's a possibility. But he's a big, strong buck. You remember how fat he was, how healthy he was. He will be able to get by just fine in the woods on his own, I'm sure. So we may or may not ever see Milburn again, but if we do, it's going to be a happy homecoming. I grant you that. I miss Milburn. I'd like to see him come back. And the good thing is we have covered a lot of territory on this ranch. It's a big ranch, couple thousand acres, and there's a lot of woods out there. But we have not found a body. I haven't found the horns or skull or anything where he might have been killed by bobcats or a mountain lion or coyotes. So it's a good possibility that Milburn is still alive. He's just not here. Also, I did get to go fishing this week. I did get to go fishing. My very first time in 2021. I've not got to go out with my buddy Josh. I think he's caught 5 over 10 pounds since Christmas, including a 1288, which is the largest bass ever. He's fishing every single day. I'm working every single day. But But I did get to go fishing. I went out with, I took Monty out, Monty Spencer, who's my buddy from Virginia that was down here hog hunting, him and Dan. I took Monty out, and then a country music singer from town, Randy Haven from Oklahoma City. I came down and fished with a couple, 2 or 3 hours. The fish were not biting very well at all. Water temperature is 43 degrees. Really, really cold, and the fish were very, very sluggish. We did manage to catch 7 bass. 7 bass. They were all nice, 2.5 pounds to about 4.5 pounds. Really beautiful wintertime looking fish. They were great. I think I caught 4 on a jig, a Lucky Strike jig, 2 on a deep smoothie, my favorite deep smoothie crankbait, and Randy caught one on a what did he catch that thing on? I think he caught it on a jig. I think he caught it on a jig. He caught it on a jig. So we caught 5 on a jig and a couple on a crankbait. But we had a really good time. Finally got to do a little fishing. I did fish a little bit off the dock. I came down here right before dark yesterday evening and fished for about an hour. Caught one about 5 pounds. I mean 4.5 pounds. I'll be truthful. It's Sunday. 4.5 pounds. Fishermen can stretch the size of their fish a little bit if they don't know for sure, and it's not a lie. I'm telling you that. That's not a lie. And but anyway, caught one about 4.5 pounds. Caught that on a jig in a 20 foot of water right on the bottom. We like to jerk the rod out of my hand. Our devotional, our Catch of the Day devotional, if you're not subscribed to the Catch of the Day YouTube channel, go over there and subscribe to that channel. We have almost 11,000 subscribers on there. About 3,500 to 4,000 a day will listen to the video every day. We post it up at 5 o'clock every day. You have a fishing tip, a devotional, and a scripture for every single day of the year. The new devotional that I'm writing, dun, 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 listen to how many devotionals I have written. 364. That's right, 364. 365 days in a year. So I'll write about 4 or 5 more, 6 more maybe, and I'll have all those devotionals written. I have already started to begin to go back and write a few tips in. I've got to have a tip for every single day too, which I'll do that last, and we'll get all 365 of them, get them turned into Nelson Publishing, and with any kind of luck, we will have a brand new Catch of the Day devotional, or whatever we're going to call it, by October. Ready for the Christmas season. It'll be a wonderful, wonderful gift for all your friends. And I've pre-ordered 10,000 copies of those myself, so we'll have available here on our JimmyHouston.com, our YouTube and Facebook channels, and you'll be able to order the books before anybody else in the nation has them. I promise you. That's the reason I went ahead and pre-ordered 10,000 of them myself, was just for y'all. We have our Blaze Series rods on JimmyHouston.com. You can go in there. I know one of my friends ordered a half a dozen of them this week, and he just can't wait to get out there and try them. I actually used one of the new Blaze Series rods this week to catch those fish on when I went fishing, and the one I caught here off the dock, a 6'9". One I had on was the bright chartreuse color. They're beautiful rods. They're incredibly great fishing rods, and I think the retail's only about $59, so it's probably the best buy in the fishing rod anywhere in the United States. We've got a new Shell Ranger that's over at White River Marine in Springfield right now, being wrapped. New Shell Rotella wrap. We will be putting some O'Reilly decals on there, and that boat is just about totally rigged. They're wrapping it right now. They still got to add the power poles and my Garmin electronics and a couple other items on it, but it's just about ready to go. We will have that boat here. Probably have it maybe about the first or second week in February. I do have a speaking appearance over in Springfield, Missouri. If you're there, it's at February 6th. It's at the aquarium out at the Bass Pro Shop there, and the Bass Pro Shop Wonders of Wildlife. That's where the speaking engagement will be. That'll be on Saturday night, February 6th. It's, I think, Cross Trail Outfitters is what it is. I don't know if I have that name right or not. I can never keep that name right in my mind. But so any of y'all out in that Springfield area on February 6th will be there. I'm hoping to be able to pick my new boat up and bring it home. Shortly thereafter, we'll do a walkthrough on that brand new 521 Ranger. I want to end this thing this week by talking about something that I read as I was reading some devotional stuff this week. And it actually, somebody counted them up, and I think it was like 7,464 or something. But anyway, over 7,000 promises in the Bible. Over 7,000 promises in the Bible. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about in thinking about those promises was most of those promises involve hope. Hope is what the Bible gives you. Hope is what God gives you. Hope is what we need when we crawl out of bed tomorrow morning. We need hope. We need hope for that day, hope for that week, hope for the rest of our life. hope for all eternity. That's what we're looking for, is hope. And the Bible is full of promises that contain hope. Most of the promises that are in the Bible are asking you, or as God saying, accept me, trust me, walk with me, work with me, lean on me, cry out to me. In other words, God is saying me, 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 me. In other words, talk to Him, accept Him, trust Him, honor Him. Everything you do in your life, if you will include God in it, you're going to come in with hope. And God asks you to walk with me, walk with Him every single day. When you do that, most of those promises end with, I will reward you. And that's one of the things that will happen when you accept God, when you walk with God, when you trust God, when you believe in God, when you honor God, when you hold on to God, is He will reward you for doing that. God is a rewarder, and He'll reward you in so many ways. He'll reward you here on earth. He'll reward you with better marriages, better relationships, better children. He'll reward you with better friends, better jobs. He'll reward you with just everything that you really want out of life. God can provide for you, and He will reward you with that as long as you're leaning on Him, that you're holding on Him, if you're accepting Him. He's just a God of hope, and He's a God of reward. So think about that as you go through this week. Whatever you're involved in, include God in it. Honor God, put Him first in all you do, and God will reward you beyond your wildest imagination. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great week this week. I can't wait to get my first vaccination shot. That way, it's just going to be better. And the whole country is going to be getting shots within the next 3 or 4 months. And most of the older people that are 50, 60, 70 years and older are going to have shots a lot quicker than that, and that's just fantastic. And America's going to come back this year, and come back in a big, big way. I know it, because we're Americans and we love this country, and we're going to just make it greater than ever. I just know that. Irrespective of all the evil that's going on, Americans will make America great. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great week this week, and remember, I sure do love you.